Good. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is August 12th, Tuesday morning, coming at you live. We've got Adam Peak
What's up?
from People of Packaging Podcast.
Label King Jehoshaphat in the house.
We got Corey Cardboard Connors.
Oh, man.
From Oregon.
The Great White North.
That's right. From Sustainable Packaging Podcast.
Love Tacoma this time of year.
That's right, man.
It's Oregon, south of Washington.
It's all the same up there. Well, you got me, Avelio Matos, host of Packaging Unboxed podcast. All right, man. What are we talking about today? We're talking about how, if you were starting a business today, or if you've already started a business today, what are the first steps of taking to build packaging, right?
Where do you start?
Are you going after like huge agencies to design your packaging? Are you going after like small mom and pop agencies, or are you using stock packaging?
Mm-hmm.
Are you using stickers for packaging?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
If it were me, I'd probably start with like.
And that's how you discovered
What's the big deal?
Oh, he's AI. He's AI.
Yeah, I've transformed into AI.
Nice.
This is AI Adam.
All right, man, so if you're watching, where are you guys watching from? Let us know. Put it in the comments. Any questions you have on packaging, let us know.
I'm coming for your jobs.
That's right. AI is coming for your jobs.
About to dunk on it.
He was saying this is one of the top 3 cutoffs ever.
Thanks, Hugh.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It was a killer crossover into this.
Between the legs, behind the back.
Yeah.
Dunked.
It's like Spud Webb.
You guys remember? Do you ever think this style
great.
will come back though? The totally crossed out crisscross applesauce. I'm gonna wear my jersey backwards. It'll make you jump. I missed the bus. Oh.
I think it's a good style.
Yeah,
but I do love this topic of where do you start when you start a new brand or a new company with your packaging? What's the first step? I'd like to jump in and say I always suggest going to the grocery store or go to the store where they sell similar products just to see what other people are doing.
Okay. So pick a product.
Pick a product. Let's say
barbecue sauce.
Wait,
barbecue sauce.
Wait, hang on. Let's do this because I'm at this event in Atlanta and I'm going to tell you what product. I'm going to tell you what's happening here and what product is being designed right now in the moment in Atlanta, Georgia.
As we speak.
I'm at the Flexo Experience Center and there is teams who have been tasked with coming up with a stand-up pouch for a product that is similar to like a combo snack, like those combos, but it has to be edible by dogs, cats, and humans. And here's what's going to happen in Atlanta, and then we'll get to it. The design, everything, the ideation is all happening using a combination of human brains and AI. All the colors are being picked. All the pre-press is going to be done with AI. Nobody's going to do any of the color separations. Whatever they decide to make today is going to be printed on a Flexo press tomorrow. Printed and done tomorrow. So it's a really cool challenge. It's called the Print Design Challenge. So that's actually what's happening. Here.
That's cool. Who's putting that on?
So this is in the McDermott Graphic Solutions building in Atlanta. This beautiful building. Here in Atlanta, there's a whole bunch of partners here, obviously, to pull it off. You've got pre-press houses, you've got plate mounting, you've got plate making, inks, all of it. So it's pretty cool. And my station is do they want to be made famous, I guess. So apparently I'm famous. Do they want to talk about branding, how to leverage social media and AI for that, which is why I got my Iverson jersey on.
So are you at a event? Is this like a public conference, or is this an event?
I think it's like a cool evolution of events in our industry because it's not a trade show, but it is showing off what stuff does in our industry. but it's a game. There's a
Hey,
winner.
JQ.
What's up, JQ? It is a beautiful building. There's people here exhibiting their stuff, but they're not waiting for people to walk by their booth. They're literally showing what exactly they do and then interacting with brand owners and converters, people like that. So I think it's awesome.
Small show, just a few hundred people, or what are pretty big?
Oh, not even there might be 100 people here, but it's very.
Yeah, Adam's a huge draw. There's like 10 people.
What's that?
I said you're a huge draw. There's like 10 people.
There's 13, but it's fine.
But they're great people.
They all came.
They all work there. No, that's actually really cool. That is a challenge.
So if you were going to create a food that could be made by or be eaten by dogs, cats, and humans,
I'd make beef jerky.
Where would you start, Avelio?
Beef jerky. Everybody knows that.
So you have a beef jerky brand.
Yeah. All right. So you got a beef jerky brand.
Yeah.
What do you do, Corey?
So yeah, I would look at a store, go to a few different stores, high end, low end, all types of different stores, and just see what's out there. Buy a bunch of stuff, bring it back, put it on a table, and just say, what do we like? What do we not like? And then I would reach out to several packaging partners, like Atlantic Packaging. We have all kinds of resources for design and implementation of stock or custom packaging. And
all right, so what is most beef jerky packaged in?
Stand-up pouches, I believe.
Okay, that's today. If you go back into the 90s, 80s, what was beef jerky packaged in then? Like vacuum packed?
Yes, that sounds right.
But it seems to me like I love that idea.
Always plastic, right?
Yeah,
I love the idea, Corey, of starting at the grocery store. But I also would pull in a little bit of what Avelio talks about, which is, but I don't know that I would start in the beef jerky aisle because immediately you're going to be like biased towards what everybody else is doing. Maybe you end up there,
right?
But maybe go to like the fruits and vegetables, and figure out like, is there a banana peel that like would work? Because there's like the beef jerky skin. Or you get like those sausage wraps. Maybe it's like butcher or something like that. Like, so I love going there, but I would make that my last stop.
Because all right, so beef jerky, you've got a dried meat. It still absorbs moisture and everything. So you've got to make sure that it doesn't collect moisture to mold, right? Because you can kill somebody. Plastics and pouches, that stuff works really well. You've got all the barrier properties, and you've got one of those little packets in there that limits oxygen.
Yeah.
What are those packets called?
Desiccant.
Yeah, the desiccant. So that kind of takes care of that after you've opened it.
Don't eat those.
Yeah, don't eat those.
Do not eat.
I usually just like cut them open and just sprinkle it all over.
It's not a seasoning. It's
definitely
not
don't do that either. That's a terrible idea. Don't come to us for health reasons.
That's right. Hugh's saying if you plan to be D2C ecom, look online and order a few brands. 100%. This will help with seeing how the product is shipped and stock boxes versus custom boxes. You got to really see what's happening out there.
But do you think, Avelio, like we did on Friday, Corey and I had the best show we've ever done on the Packaging Today show.
Top 2 for sure.
Yeah, and you had sent us that engine
company. Which is really cool. Yeah.
There's no way that they started with like what's existing. I feel like they started with the name because everything seemed to come off of that name, right?
The gin that you
the
gin packed in the oil container.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was like this car garage theme. The name was engine. It was
really
gin and like an oil thing. So to me, everything kind of stemmed off in that case, the brand name, the brand identity, before you even got involved in packaging.
Okay.
Whoa.
And I learned this.
I learned
this from JQ. The last time we talked about this, and we talked about the silica packs. It's like they're not silica packs. They don't dry it out. They don't allow oxygen to build up in there because oxygen is what allows mold to grow. So they're oxygen absorbers, but we call them desiccants. Like that.
I think that's maybe. I think desiccant
are we
is maybe
asking
a
for the wrong thing
brand.
sometimes?
Yeah, I think desiccant is maybe a brand of those. I'm not sure.
No, because well, they used to be, like when you buy a pair of shoes like that, that it says like silica pack or something. At least they used to. Yeah, he says like it just pulls all the oxygen out of the space so that anything can't grow in there. So pretty interesting, I thought. Matt saying, I also think people need to start unconventional. Agree with Adam. If you copy other brands, you're going to look just like them.
Thank you. Go Nugget.
Beef jerky. You've got like the sausage. You've got like the tube shaped, like
like
Slim Jim chomps.
Yep.
And then you got like the meat shredded stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you need the stand-up
beef jerky that was like chewing tobacco, or that.
Oh yeah,
that was in the chewing tobacco tubs.
Yeah, they put it in little plastic.
So that's a new pack experience.
Mm-hmm.
So you need the barrier properties, but it doesn't have to be stand-up pouches. Stand-up pouches work because they're cheap. You can fit a ton of them in a small amount of space. You've got machinery that just fills that stuff up pretty quickly.
Easy to customize.
Yeah, you got window. It's clear, so you can see through it. You can see the product. But if you're going to go a completely different route, I mean, you can go into bottles. You can go into cans. Cans are aluminum.
Some kind of a tube or something. Yeah,
it's pronounced tube. What about like the
that's
those metal canisters that those like the things you pull out and you stick in coffee? What are those things called? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like a sugary bread thing.
Oh, yeah,
one of those. But
what you're talking about pretzel, bagel.
No, I just assumed since you're from Scottsdale, you knew about fancy things. Anyway, but yeah, so like a long kind of metal container with some barrier properties in it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about beef jerky, I don't know. For me, it's not like I eat it and then I zip it up all the time. You're
kind of going for it.
Yeah.
Remember, what about the licorice rope? What if they made a really super long beef jerky stick that was like a beef stick?
Beef jerky by the foot.
By the foot. Yeah. Oh, you can wrap it on itself. Right.
All right. So back to the packaging. Once you've decided your product form factor, we are not beef jerky experts here. What's the first place? You decide on a pouch. You decide on a can. You decide on a canister.
Yeah.
Then
you start reaching out to packaging companies that are experts in those fields and figure out, are you going to do stock or are you going to do custom? And
would you start though with a manufacturer or would you go find a distributor?
Depends on the volume and it depends on how much space we have. It depends on, how many different products we're looking to do. There's so many, it depends. That's what's frustrating about these conversations is there's so many factors that help with that decision. But that's why I reach out to people like the three of us on this panel. Like we reach out and say, hey, what would you do? Talk to an expert, talk to somebody in the industry that can suggest suppliers or partners for whatever you're focusing on.
Yeah. I like Matt's idea of like a vacuum sealed metal can. It's pretty rugged. Definitely feels like something you bust out around the campfire. And then you could use that can over the fire to boil water, do whatever you're going to do, whatever manly stuff you're going to do.
Oh man.
Throw some chest hair. It could be done with a meat stick.
Beard growing contest.
Adam,
I think the reality is most people, the majority of people starting some kind of business, like they'll start in their home, they'll make jerky for themselves, and then their friends are like, oh my God, that's so great. And you should sell this. And then they kind of start down that path. Not like startups that grow huge quickly. These are just like, small startups.
I think
where they Google.
Yeah.
Right. That's where you Google and you're like, packaging for beef jerky, and then whatever showed up in all the sponsored results is where you start.
Right.
Which isn't necessarily the best place to start, but people don't know where to go. Like,
I think the number one mistake that I see, and I know you guys have seen this as well, is people waiting to the last minute. Oh, we'll handle packaging at the end.
Yeah.
No. Start with packaging at the beginning of the process, because it can shape your production. It can shape everything.
Yeah. Or should you go to a co-packer first?
Right. True.
And that, because that was my other point, is if you're making beef jerky, so like I've got a friend in Salt Lake City. He has Veth's beef jerky, and it's amazing, and he's starting to scale it. And he kind of asked me, and I was like, I mean, where are you making it? It's like, it's in my house. I might move out to a contract manufacturer. It's like, well, find a good contract manufacturer that you can trust, and then mold your packaging around their equipment. Don't be like, I need this specific packaging, because then you might end up with, I think the contract manufacturer relationship is more important than your packaging vendor, because they're the ones who, they're making the food, they're delivering on the recipe, all that kind of stuff. There's going to be a vendor, and they probably already have vendors that they know that's going to work for your product.
They're probably already buying in bulk, so you can save that money. Right.
Correct. And so in this case, he just ended up in some stock bags with some stickers. And, he just went online, bought some labels, put them on there by hand. I was like, this is went out to some farmers markets.
Good idea.
And, he's like, should I buy labels from you? I was like, no, we're not the right company for you to go buy labels from right now. And that's fine.
Yeah. Call me when you're there. Right.
Yeah. You're too big for him.
That's what I was trying to tell him. I'm too important for you.
Right.
No, it just.
No, did you say, do you know who I am?
Your scale and your MOQ, it just doesn't make sense.
And he was going to get them faster. Like, I knew what he needed. And even our facility in San Diego, we have a digital press. It's an awesome digital press, but he needed like 50 to 100. And there are plenty of companies out there that'll do that. Yeah. What are you holding up?
This is the sticker app. I needed 100 stickers for a marketing piece.
Packaging Unboxed.
I went on there. No, not even that. It was something different. This is like their little clamshell. It comes in, the stickers come in a bag, and it's like snapped in the top, and you open it up, and it has like this little funny airplane style illustration that tells you.
Oh, that's cool.
It was like $50 for 100 stickers. Is that expensive per label? Yes. But and they're like holographic, and they've got all this stuff going on. But it's $50 for what I need, right? It's not set up
the job
all these other things. Yeah, it's like you can't look at how cheap you can get, because then in that case, if you're buying 10,000 from a label maker, like an actual label company that I'm going to specifically for this, my price will come down per unit, but my overall cost will go up. So I need something that's cheap, fast, and I can test. So we're not sponsored by them, but Sticker App, Sticker Mule. There's a million different companies out there. There's a ton of them.
And what are you going to do, right? Save 50%. It's like you save $25, and the amount of time it's going to take for you to go track that down. And that's why these they're largely just transactional companies, right? Like they're just, you upload your artwork, you pick from a few different templates, you put it in there, and Bob's your uncle. Shout out to Uncle Bob at Peak Packaging, Carlsbad, California. But that's how it works. And I tell people I've made stickers for my own stuff, and I just go into Canva and I order 100. It's like, here they are. And same thing, right? It's $40, but I'm not going to shop that around. That's not the most important thing in my day.
Yeah. So you got to, like he says, it's total cost of ownership. Huge.
Yep. And that's where I think, even as you're scaling as a brand, digital printing, you can stick in digital printing for a lot longer than maybe you think, because if you're going to go over to, like we talked about Poppy and their pre-decorated cans, it's like, if you're scaling so fast that you need to go into pre-decorated cans, great. But for a lot of people, they might make that jump early, and now they have a ton of obsolescence.
Right.
Their cash flow is hurting. There's all sorts of problems that can happen.
A huge expense.
Yep.
Yeah. And space and cash. Yeah.
Straight cash, homie.
100%. No, but there's so if you're doing like
straight,
if you're looking at cans, I mean, you could look at like a shrink sleeve. You could, there's a million different ways to go about it where it's going to cost you a little bit more.
Put a label on it.
Right.
A label on it, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost you a little bit more, but it's going to cost you a little bit more no matter what. You're at that startup phase, you're doing low MOQs, you're doing really low runs, and you need to do that. And you can't overbuy. Like that's like my recommendation for if you're startup designing packaging now, you're just getting started, don't overbuy, because you're going to have to make changes. You're going to get into a store, you're going to get into a place, and like, let's say you hit the mother load and you get into Target and Walmart. Target and Walmart, you're like, you can get your product in here, but here's all the redesign changes you need to make.
Right.
They're going to have their opinion.
Start over. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the part people don't account for, because like now I've got a warehouse full of packaging that I've got to change, and I've prepaid for this. So now it's a loss.
When we did the Weenus Lube launch, I actually had to go through. What's that?
What did Walmart say?
Yeah, when I hit up Walmart, I actually did have at one point a fairly large distributor who was like, men's skincare is really hot. We want to talk to you about, like, can we buy, it was like 250,000 tubes. And I was like, how am I going to do this? Like, I literally kind of panicked. I'm like, because their terms were like net 180. And I'm like,
oh, so you had to fund it.
All this cash. Like, it was terrifying. But yeah, when we launched it, I found like low MOQs. I bought labels. I used stock, like a stock tube that they already had. But I started with the contract manufacturer, right? They had a formulation that we liked. And then we got into branding. I worked with Kirk Visola from Mind the Font to help me come up with the brand scheme and the artwork.
Such a cool logo. Good job, Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk did a great job with it. And by the way, if you come out to the Label King grand opening on 8/28/25, I just might be giving away Weenus Lube because I'm pretty much over. We're pretty much over it. Got a couple hundred tubes left.
Yeah,
coming out.
So you might walk away with a couple hundred.
Get your Weenus Lube at the Label King grand.
You can win a case.
What?
You get a case. You get a case.
Chris Olsen says she likes Printful and Printify for stickers. They both offer a wide range of stickers, Kiss Cut, vinyl, all sorts of stuff.
What about Kiss Cam?
Ooh.
Okay, I know that we're on the internet here, but I'm going to throw out an idea.
Are we?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
So I've been toying with an idea at the grand opening, and I think it's a bad idea. But I want you guys to tell me, or the comments, tell me if it's a bad idea. But I thought about having the Coldplay Kiss Cam corner, where if you came to the event, but you were buying labels from a competitor, then I could be there in the King costume, and you could hold up in front of your face the Coldplay lady or the guy.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
And so you wouldn't actually know that it was you, right? Like your face would be blurred out. But I was like, would this be funny, or this feels kind of played out? And I'm starting to feel kind of bad for this couple. Am I right?
You shouldn't feel bad for them.
No,
well, not for them, but for everybody else.
I feel bad for like their. I mean, listen.
Yeah, it's a family and all that other stuff.
It's a stupid thing to do, but
this is the way these labels are delivered.
Back to stickers, everybody. We don't need to talk about infidelity in my grand opening.
That's such an easy way to do it.
But this is like such a cool way to do it. Like I got these and I was like, oh, that's hilarious, and I don't know. It's easy.
Were they stapled?
Yeah. This is like, stapled on there. You just tear it up, but like the inside's pretty funny. And it's like it's got, like the first image is being excited and like, yes, be excited. And the other one's like angry and it's like, don't be angry. And it tells you like where to stick it. And it shows you putting the sticker on your computer. And then it's like the guy stuck it on his face. And like, don't do that. It's not like the greatest comedy, not like this show, but it's funny enough. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool.
I like Hugh's comment. If you order labels from Label King Every order over $1,000 gets a tube of Venus Lube. You know what? Every order.
Every order. Every order under $1,000.
At this point, just every quote. I'll just be like,
every
here's your
phone call,
pricing. Here's a tube of Venus Lube. Thanks for
every email gets a tube.
every email.
Oh, Nigerian prince. Here's a tube
Sure.
of Venus Lube.
Guys, I still have my Iverson jersey on backwards. Yeah. The by the way, Avelio, in your neck of the woods, the I think they're the largest temporary tattoo printer in the world is in Tucson, Arizona. Did you know this?
That's not my neck of the woods, but I did not know that.
It's Tucson is closer to Scottsdale than Seattle is to Portland.
Dude, it's like if it's 5 minutes far from my house, I'm not going.
I'm like down in Tempe. You're like, it's too far.
Yeah, for sure. It's like 20 minutes.
Have you ever been to Queen Creek? Never. Where is that? In Texas? I would never go there.
No, dude, I got everything I need right here. All right, man. That's good. That's it for the show, guys. Thank you for joining us, Hugh, Chris, Matt, JQ, everybody. Thanks, David. So, and then you two guys. Thanks so much. All right, so let us know where, real quick. Hey, wait.
Tell us
Where
more.
can people find you, Adam?
Label King.